All right, here we are. What's up, Patreon family, Vibe Tribe?
Hey. Vibe Tribe.
We in the car. Where are we going, Mello?
PA.
We're going to
Pennsylvania.
the PA. I just flew in from Atlanta. Hopped in the car with Mello Will. How cool is that? Skirt, skirt. And now we're on the way to go see the Avengers fam. Affirmation Avengers Unite.
To the rescue.
Like real Power Rangers, for real.
Yeah.
I can't believe we all had a Power Ranger like ideal when we were kids. That's
Crazy
so
enough,
funny.
I was the White Ranger, you know what I mean?
Really? I think I was the yellow. I want to say I was yellow for Halloween.
Yellow Ranger.
Yeah. I feel like
Did that resonate with you, or was it just a color?
I think it resonated with me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I look good in yellow too. I still look good in yellow.
Right, so it was that a part of it. See, I thought nothing about looking good.
It's a girl thing.
I'm like, the White Ranger's killing shit. Yeah.
As long as it's killing shit, Mello's happy. Sign him up. That's gangsta Mello. That's T would say. That's the gangsta Mello in you.
Oh, sidebar. That's funny because T said something about I said on the live like kicking in doors.
Yeah, what was that?
And I was like, nah, I didn't say that,
He's an
bro.
embellisher.
And I just swore that I didn't say it, and I went back and listened to it, and I definitely said something about kicking, but it wasn't in the context.
Oh, okay. So he took it and ran with it.
Very
like
hilarious.
T does, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
He's like, nah, Mello, you was definitely kicking in doors with Mark Ray. I was like, what? I know I didn't say that.
Mello,
you know, I don't even feel comfortable just lying on a track.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never lied on the track. Everything is real.
Yeah,
Trap Return Fairy for real. Speaking of Trap Return Fairy, Trap Alchemist, I wanted to get on here and talk a little bit about our song together, Whole Nother Vibe, which we're listening to right now.
On repeat.
Man, on repeat for sure.
How about you?
It better be. That's all I'm saying. It better be. Okay? Because if you're trying to be on a whole nother vibe, this is how you're going to manifest it. Period.
Yeah. You gotta at least get on that vibe once a day.
At least.
You know what I mean?
I think this is like a great song to wake up to. Like you just wake up to like the piano, and it's just like rises you up out of bed. Yeah. And then it's like be on a whole nother vibe. Like what?
Open the curtains.
You know? Sunshine, sunrise coming in.
Come on, sun rays.
That's nice.
Oh,
Get a little
yeah.
charge with your melanin in the sun. Put your feet in the dirt.
Or a going out vibe.
It is a going out vibe too.
We coming, you know, affirmation Avengers
yeah,
style.
this is like when you dressing up, you putting your Power Ranger suit on.
This ain't the ratchet, this ain't the, you know what I mean?
This is the Power Ranger suit.
This is the
dress scene. That's fire, actually.
Yeah.
That would be a cool slow-mo video. Just all of us putting on our like superhero outfits. And then just like coming in. You know that classic scene when you see the power, like the superhero shows, and they all like walk from different directions when they come together.
Yeah.
They walk towards the camera. Then
Right.
I see that so clear. Oh my gosh.
We should continue to
Just slow-mo.
We're definitely going to run
Yeah.
that up on a whole nother vibe.
We were just talking about when I played this song for you. I think it was, well, the beat. I think I played you this hook and the beat when you came out for either Protect Your Energy Convention, the first one, or
like at
was
the
it
event?
Before? I think I want to say it might have been when we were getting the matcha.
I'm pretty sure when I heard it,
Yeah.
my just initial feeling was like, I hope you know that I'm serious about wanting to get on that.
And I was like, I
like,
hope you
please
know
do
you
not
can
like
get
drop
on
this
it right
and
now.
like I'm not on it. You already just said
feel away.
like, you're like, yeah, okay,
Oh.
get on it. I'm like, nah,
No, like for real.
I'm for real.
I think I sent it to you that day
liked
too.
it.
Like
Yeah.
whenever we talked about it, I was like, I'll send it to you right now.
I probably wrote it immediately. Let's see when I wrote it. Let's see when I wrote this.
Yeah, where did you write it? Because this was one of the last songs, mid to last songs on the album that I created. All the other ones were pretty much almost done by the time I sent this to you. But this, I always knew this would be the outro of the album. I was like, this is the outro where I wanted everybody on it, which I think eventually we'll do a remix, you know, and just have it long. Because I think we're going to have that. We're going to be like Affirmation Avengers, bringing the 5-minute songs back.
Ooh.
Because Lightworkers is already 5 minutes.
Right. 100%.
Started my verse on that.
And you on it the whole time. It's not like it's never let up.
No, it just keeps going. And I think
Yeah.
that's the funnest part. Is like we get to create songs with all of us on it, and the energy never dies. Like it always just it's on another vibe. Like it just be building.
As soon as you said that, I found the song.
Did you see? Look at that. We're on the fairy vibes right now.
May 30th,
May 30th. Yeah, that was
2024.
Yep, that was right at like PyCon. That was PyCon. Because I think PyCon was the end of May. I want to say. I'll have to look. But yeah, that's dope. Okay. How long do you think it took you to write your verse? Did it come through naturally quick? Yeah?
Yeah.
You knew exactly what you were
Fast.
doing.
It was just like let it play in the background while I just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Fast, because it was such a, how I felt about it was just like, and it was so like slow and smooth,
Yeah. It's a cruiser.
which is a lot easier to write for me. It's just like, off the break I had this part.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was just like, oh yeah, I'm about to slide.
This is where you introduced Lil 5.
Introduce Lil 5.
See, because that was because we had made the content for Miracles, and we had gone to Lil 5 Points, and we had that crazy fairy day where I manifested the park bench,
Fairy day.
which was wild. We kept seeing all the numbers.
The sound is a fairy day, right? You would know. Fairy day. Nah, 100%. That was dope.
So dope.
And I introduced Lil 5.
Yep. So vibe Lil 5.
On something just like, yeah, if you know, you know.
If you know, you
And
know.
really only you knew at the
I
time,
did.
but now I guess.
Yeah, now
you
everybody
know.
knows. Yeah, because I took Mello to Lil 5 Points in Atlanta, which is one of my favorite areas in Atlanta, because we wanted to shoot some content for Miracles, which was only had dropped on his album, and your album had dropped in March, right? Was it March, right?
Yeah, March.
Yeah, March 7th or something.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, you're gonna be in town, Mello. Let's make some content for the song. So we had gone to Lil 5. We only had like a couple of hours. We just met up, and we found like 2 spots to make music or to make content for the song. And it's actually funny because I was just walking over there a couple weeks ago, and they painted over that 404 mural.
Damn,
The
for
one
real?
that we did. So that's like an original lyric video now. Like nobody.
The 404 one.
Yeah, remember with the 404?
Is that
with
the
streets?
one that you posted?
Yeah,
YouTube?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so
Man,
that's
okay.
like a full exclusive now.
I got some exclusive footage in my phone right now because I didn't post it. So
Yeah,
I you got some exclusive
I wonder
footage
if
on YouTube. Nobody will ever be able
I
to.
think I put it on YouTube. Did I?
Yeah,
Yeah, I did.
I believe so.
Yep, because I had it on the
Because I don't remember
Patreon.
what the other one was, but I had the. The other one was us in that little. Cool little
Yeah,
spot.
that was a cute little spot, little cartoony type vibe. But yeah, so we went to Lil 5. Mello fell in love with Lil 5. It was actually raining that day too, remember? And then it cleared up. Do you remember that? It was raining just a little bit. It cleared up. And then we had just enough time before the rain started again
Okay, that
to
sounds
get
familiar.
that shot. And then
Yep.
that was funny because the truck driver, remember, drove by and he like did this. He was
Yep.
like jamming.
Yep.
We got like that
was
perfect shot.
Yo,
And then we just ran
that's
into
a
the
classic
street.
moment now, for real.
We ran into the street because a bunch of cars started
The
showing
lady
up.
came by and said something too. I forgot. The lady go by in the car after the truck
Really?
or before the truck. And I don't. Maybe you missed that part. And I was
Maybe
like,
I
oh
did.
yeah, yeah. I forgot though.
That was so fun.
That was a memory.
Because we really just vibed because we, like, all the cars were in front of the camera for a second. We just like, fuck, we're going right in front of it. We're just going to dance in the street now, which was a total energy. Like,
Memories
that was a
of
moment.
05.
Yeah. Then we went to
that's dope.
Sevenanda and we had the plant-based hot bar, hot food bar, remember? And we went and sat at the park and had lunch.
I remember we sat at the park. I'm not picturing the place where we got it from.
Yeah, it's like Sevenanda is like a staple in Lil 5.
I remember the name. though. I do remember the name.
You actually did that.
Yeah.
I forgot.
That's how I said it?
That's how you said it.
hilarious.
You said Sevenanda.
Sevenanda. That's what it sounds like. I guess. Yeah, that's funny. If I said it like that the first
I
time, that's
totally
hilarious.
forgot that you said it like that until you just said it. And that's
When
exactly
you said
how
it,
you
that's
kept
exactly what it triggers in my mind. Sevenanda.
I said, what are you, a ninja now? Sevenanda. I was like, what is that?
Sevenanda. How do you just say that normal?
Sevenanda. You can't
Right?
really.
Right? You
yeah,
gotta say Sevenanda.
That's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so we went there. We
Lil
ate.
5 and Lil 5 ended up becoming significant because I remember I kept saying Lil 5.
Yeah.
It's just I had a thing about Lil 5.
You just liked it. Like everywhere we went, you were like, "This is such a dope
and I was like,
place."
"This still Lil 5?"
Lil 5.
And then
Lil
we rode
5.
past the Lil 5 sign. I was like, Lil 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then that's when you had the brilliant idea. You're like, Lil 5 sounds like a dope artist name.
Like
Like an alter ego.
Alter ego.
Yeah. Lil
Like
5.
Tunchi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lil 5.
And
Just
then
create something out of nowhere. You know what
right.
I mean?
And I'm like, okay, well, you Lil 5 then. You Lil 5. It's a vibe, Lil 5. And
Oh, I think you said you might have initiated calling me Lil 5.
maybe.
Before
Yeah,
I
I might
did
have.
that. Maybe, and that's why I ended up putting it in a verse like that.
Yeah, because I think I was like, yeah, you should just go by Lil 5. Make some songs with just you as Lil 5. It'll be hilarious.
Was creative.
Yeah, why not?
Uh-oh,
And
now
then
I
you
gotta
threw it
drop
in there.
Now I gotta drop it a little more. You know what I mean?
No, because that could be like a whole part of your voice. Like, it's like, because I guess you introduced it at first here on this song. So what?
Joints.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what does
Like,
this song represent
Whole
for
Nother
your
Vibe,
voice?
Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
All joints that I do with you. Maybe we should just do an album.
Yo, for
and
real.
it be called, and I go by Lil 5 on the album.
Yo, that would be lit.
And it be called Lil Fairy 5.
Lil Fairy 5.
High five, don't leave me hanging.
I was in a moment. Lil Fairy 5. Lil Fairy 5 vibe. No, that's lit. That would be so fun. But it is like it's like the calmer joints. I realized that about like what one of my superpowers in the Affirmation Avengers is like you're you too. I mean you're Mello Will, literally. So it's like that chill flow. That's like nice.
And I love doing that flow.
Yeah.
I like the upbeat stuff for people to like,
right.
get up and get hyped to and be more in.
Yeah.
But these joints, I'm flowing all day on it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I just had that realization actually. I think that's why we make such dope music together. Because we can match that really well. So it's just like so smooth the whole way through.
Naturally.
Miracles is the same way, yeah.
It is. And I love coming on both of those.
Yeah.
That's why for the second Miracles, it was to do it for your album. It's so easy to do.
So
like,
easy,
to
yeah.
do another verse.
I know, and Teeb was like, "Oh, you got to do another verse,"
Yeah.
and we both loved our verses so much. We're like, "Do we have to?" It was like, "Yeah, fuck it."
But that was the thing too. I also loved it so much
That it was.
I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely want to do.
Yeah.
I'm down to do another one. You could keep this one.
It's so fun to have.
I think it would have been cool to have this one.
Yeah.
But I'm down to do another one. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we can come up with.
Yeah, and that was the second song we've ever done together. Because Miracles was first, and then Whole Nother Vibe was second, and then Miracles on Miracles was third. I still haven't. I was supposed to get on that Vibes for Free a long time ago too. There's maybe something else.
I forgot about that.
I know, I totally forgot.
Totally forgot.
These songs just slipping through the cracks, bro. There's so many songs on the table.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Songs
didn't know that.
That's an
I
album.
had to remember that.
That would be a crazy album too. The songs that slip through the cracks. Like, those are just all the ones that we were gonna do that we never
That's
did.
the name of it.
No, that'd be fire.
Wow. That's a great
It was
idea.
just like an archive album. It's just
like the Kendrick joint that he put out.
yeah.
Untitled or
So
something. I
fun.
think he
Yeah,
called it.
something like that.
Yeah.
So when you wrote Whole Nother Vibe verse, what do you feel like you were focused on primarily? Like, what does that verse represent for you? Like,
Literally what you said was because when I heard it first, it just felt so like serenading, maybe if that's the word, but like, yeah, I'm on a whole nother vibe. Just make you and you didn't even say much. It was just
super easy.
we on a whole nother vibe.
Yeah.
Just that carried the whole song.
Yeah, for real.
I was just like, oh, this is so easy. You know what I mean? And so when the first thing that came to mind, I just went with it because it just felt like the flow, and it just like, I'm pretty sure it took me no time.
Yeah, it's a great
not more
verse.
than like 10-15 minutes to like be done and have it down.
You still have your verse pulled up? I want to see because there's like some lines that I like really fuck with that I want to mention. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of what this song is about, is like the ease of when you've manifested so much, or it's like when you've gotten the hang of manifestation practice with manifestation that now it's easy and unstoppable. Like, that shit feels so good.
Yeah. Even when I came in, it's like fairy, no tail.
It's a Bible vibe. Yeah, fairy no tail is a fucking bar, by the way. It's like no tail. We're not telling no tales. This is real life fairy shit. This is real life magic.
You're just making me think back right now to when I actually, you know what I mean, wrote this joint. It's fire.
Crazy. I love it.
I feel like I probably came in thinking, okay, fairy, I'm on the track with fairy.
Right.
What else do I say?
Well, no, and that's the crazy part. So not only did we come up with a little 5 for you, but that was the day where you're like, you're fairy for real. And I was like, am I? And like, you brought that to me, and I was like, oh shit, I think I am a fairy.
Right.
Like, I had never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I had that essence sometimes, but I had never really thought about like what a fairy means. Like somebody that just like makes magic shit happen everywhere she goes, and it's like impossible not to see from other people.
Tight.
And it kept happening that day, and then I was like, damn, am I a fairy? I was like, I guess I am a fairy. I'm a big fairy though.
Big fairy in the building.
Big fairy, 6 foot big fairy.
Big
And then
fairy.
I think you told Teeb somehow, because then all of a sudden, like 3 or 4 days later after you got back from Atlanta, Teeb is calling me Big Fairy.
Teeb anything.
Really?
That might have just been a natural thing.
Like
Might
a
have asked Teeb when we
telepathic?
pull up. You know
We
what
got
I'm saying?
to, because I remember literally like 3 or 4 days after you got back from Atlanta and that trip, Teeb started calling me Big Fairy. And he started pointing out all these parts of the song where I
You hadn't
sounded like
talked to
that.
him. Oh, wow.
No. So like on Hush, she was like, this is like your fairy vibe. Like this is where you go up into fairyland and you float and shit. And I'm like, really? I'm like, did Mello just tell you I have to call me a fairy now? Like everybody just told everybody that Rissa's new name is Fairy, Big Fairy? Because everybody was calling me. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And that was so fun. And now I'm Big Fairy. So wild.
That's hilarious.
This is really funny.
That's actually not hilarious, but more interesting.
Because that's a fairy manifestation right there. If T didn't know that you were calling me that, and he just started calling you that right after, that's like a testament to our collective consciousness.
Nah, I feel like that was just a thing, a conversation we had,
And then it just got sent to the affirmation
You know what I
ledgers
mean?
telepathically.
Yeah.
It just became a thing.
It was out in the ethers. And it was
Dang. T-Biz he's very much a channel though. He receives that kind of stuff like so easily. That's funny.
Wow,
But yeah, the outro of the song, you said, yeah, we up and we lit is legitimate. In this game, you gon' get what you giving it. You can come, if you come to commit, then you getting rich. Ain't no shame, ain't no guilt when you hit the switch. That's so fire. Because you're really talking about, again, like the ease of it.
that is fire. Who wrote that? Oh my God.
Right, bars.
Yeah,
Okay, tell me more about the, in this game, you gon' get what you giving it. Like, when did you find that out? Like, when did you find out that when you put something in,
Yo,
you
because I've been
receive?
doing this shit for years.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I didn't feel the reciprocation of all that time and effort and energy I had put into it.
Yeah.
And eventually the compound interest kick in, and things start rolling, and something triggers, and something triggers another thing, and he's like, oh shit, there it is.
Yeah.
And now it does feel like, oh, okay, all I've given, it's just not a microwave situation, it's a crock pot, you know what I mean? It's like not immediate gratification.
Right.
For at least, you know what I mean?
It
What I
takes
meant
some
by that
time,
and how I was looking at it. It's like, but also, if I just think about it, just abstractly, it's more expanded. It's just like, what you think you're gonna get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This game of Earth, this game of being, you know what I mean? But you gonna get what you give. The good energy, you give that, you can get that.
Yeah, I feel that.
So just like all around the board.
How long did it take you to start feeling like you were reaping more of that reciprocity from the universe?
And if I would have reflected more throughout, I probably would have been a little more grateful. You know what I mean? And more like, oh, okay, I did get a little something here.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, no, there's more.
Yeah, for sure.
But maybe like, it's between, I might have to just say like 8 years.
Yeah, I feel like that's showing
Which
up.
also, when you realize it, like, you have to live life long enough and do something consistent long enough to actually even know that, like, have that wisdom.
Right.
Because to be told that it don't hit the same.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
But when you actually do it and live it and trust, you know, the teacher. When the student is ready to teach their peer,
Yeah,
trust the teacher. When I say the teacher, you know, the source, you know, in whatever form it comes. You know, maybe through a mentor, maybe through this video.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But you know, commit to that thing. And,
Yeah, it's so interesting. I feel like when I first heard that 10,000 hours thing, or like, you know, you put in the work for a certain amount of time, years, a decade, whatever, and then it comes back to you, I was like, oh no, I'm not me. It'll be like 6 months for me. It's like, the universe is like, yeah, you
not
cute.
me. I love the energy though.
I'm like, I'm the anomaly.
As long as you can keep that energy.
But yeah, that's that.
Even
honestly,
when it doesn't happen.
Yeah, that does help.
Because
yeah,
I had
sure.
that energy too. I didn't think, man, I'm good for 8 years. No. I was like, yeah.
I don't think anybody would have wanted to keep going.
And then the
if
second one. Oh, and then it ain't gonna take that long. You know what I mean? I never thought of it.
That feels like
But
forever.
I just never felt like discouraged or like it wasn't like I had friends that stopped moving in that creative space.
Yeah.
And you know, oh, it ain't happen next year. You know, now I got kids, which I get to. I got kids.
Yeah.
And I guess lose the drive. Then some guys get it. Honest to say, they get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh man, now he
Changes
eating good.
up quick.
And, you know, doing it good,
real.
doing it well. Ain't got the energy to be, you know what I mean?
For real,
on
that's
his
a
passion
thing.
and mission
No,
for
for
real.
sure, that's a thing.
But yeah.
I actually.
I don't want to rant about that.
No, I actually was about to. Because I actually, just a sidebar, I was very celibate for most of the creation of this album, or at least the last half of it.
Yeah.
Like, very intentionally.
Yeah.
And, like, even in my verse, like, I talk about, like, I'm intent, I move with intent, I'm a pro.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm like, when I'm in work mode, like, work fun, right? It doesn't feel like work because it's what we love. But like when I'm in album mode, like I am so locked in. Like there's a point where it's kind of cool to just pull inspiration, and we're like in the beginning stages. But then once I'm really in,
get inspired,
yeah, like yeah, that's cool. Like I'm cool with that. And then but then there's like a point like mid to late in the creation process where I'm like I go into this whole other zone where I'm just like I am so focused on this.
Yeah.
I have no energy for anything else.
Locked in.
Yeah, you gotta lock in.
In.
Yeah, and it's so fulfilling because I don't crave anything else. I'm just like I'm so
right.
you know what I mean? Like I'm just like so into the process.
Speaking to myself.
Yeah, and then it's like that is what I think conjures the whole nother vibe because it's like you really do ascend to a whole nother level when you're that focused.
Glowing,
yeah, for real, like Super Saiyan shit.
start.
Yeah, the fairy wings, the Power Ranger light, aura, all that shit. Like, yeah, because you're beaming with creativity. Like, you're really channeling source fully towards one channel, one product. So, I love that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
It does take a lot of discipline, a lot of self-love, self-awareness.
Discipline.
Okay with being in that creation process.
Yeah.
Not always with others.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because there's a time to co-create, and then there's a time like co-create with others, and there's a time to co-create with source, right? And sometimes you can do both at the same time, but like sometimes there is like a lane for each, you know?
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
This is also where I talk about being Rissa on the go, which is hilarious because one of my friends, Maru, he started calling me Rissa on the go because every time he would hit me up, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm on my way here, and then I do this, and then after that I'm here, and then I'm doing this, and then maybe we'll have some time to connect like in a couple days or like next week. Every time. And he's like, damn, you really Rissa on the go. I said, that's hilarious. I like that. He's like, ROTG. I was like, yep.
Yeah.
So when he said that, I was like, I gotta figure out how to put ROTG in a song. And then I forgot about it, actually. And then this was one of the last songs we wrote for the album.
So you said that on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right here.
Yeah, okay, I missed that part.
I move with intent, I'm a pro. Catch me if you can, Rissa on the go.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
So it's like, yo, nobody can catch me like when I'm on Rissa on the go. Shit. Like everybody's trying to like hit me up, and I'm like, hey, I'm here. I'm actually in that right now because my friend was like, oh, what are you doing, you know, in the next few days? And I'm like, listen, I'm going to Pennsylvania tomorrow. I'm going to Baltimore. Then we're driving to Pennsylvania. Then we're doing a 12-hour live stream. Then I'm going to go back to Baltimore. I'm going to fly back. Then I'm going to be gone on Tuesday to Florida. And then I got, you know, and then by that time I come back on the 2nd. We got the show in New York on the 21st.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'm on Rissa on the go vibe
Outside,
right now.
okay, doing what you gotta do.
You know?
Living life, exploring.
It's so fun.
Experiences.
Do you ever do that? Do you stay busy all the time, or do you have like phases where you're just like big
I'm
burst
honestly
of...
just like so probably habitually like just like doing what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like to consciously step outside and like maybe go kick it with friends. I love when I get to catch a birthday party.
Yeah.
You feel me? The twins turned 7 a couple weeks ago. We went to the jumping place.
Oh, the trampoline park?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those bouncy houses.
Bouncy houses.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like stuff like that. Is
Yeah,
cool.
that's fun. Let the inner child play.
Yeah, we just karaoke.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to do that tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's up.
I don't love karaoke, but I'm gonna love it today.
Especially since I've gotten comfortable with, you know, using my voice. As a kid growing up, I always wanted to like sing the songs that I hear on the radio. And I'm like, I used to always mock it, but I never like tried to sing. And like, it would probably feel totally embarrassing trying to sing in front of people.
Really?
Yeah.
You're about to face a bunch of those little things for yourself.
Oh, well,
You're
that
gonna
I'm
dance.
cool with that.
I'm tapping you in on the dance hall.
Yeah.
Now that you said that you've always been nervous to dance in front of people, it's happening. It's happening.
That's hilarious.
We're all just going to be battling Steve at some point. He's going to be like, what the hell, 5 against
I really
1?
wish I could give you some good DC go-go moves. You know, we call it beat your feet.
Beat what?
Beat your feet. All right. I'm going to have to show you something.
Beat your feet?
Yeah.
That is
super tight. And one of my
insane.
boys, he used to be real good at it. And whenever we would go to the go-go.
This is like footwork?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Foot, head work, arm work, all that good stuff. But it looks so cool the way they.
Is that that's a Baltimore?
The whole DC. Nah, DC.
Oh, DC.
So,
DC has like a lot of very strange phrases.
what's that? Just strange.
Just beat your feet sounds so.
I don't know why it was called. That's the dance though. Beat your. Or sometimes people be like, beat your feet. Hey, beat your. But even just to go-go music, that's what you just do. You come out.
Go-go music. So what's go-go music?
With the like live instruments and whatnot, and lead mic kind of.
Oh.
Yeah, and they all like cover songs sometimes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard go-go music.
Wow. That was a portion of my life.
Really?
Yeah, that was one time when I was really coming out of my shell.
So it's like go-go gangster mellow? Like
Nah, this was go to the go-go, and that was my first time dancing on a girl. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And the go-go, it was like.
It's like a
whole other thing. It's like, oh, you can just like walk up, and I was like, I'm blown away. You know what I mean?
The access was
Me and
real.
my shy, timid self. You know what I mean? So it becomes like okay, when am I going to actually do this? Because we would go, and our boy would always do it.
So you just walk up
He
to
was
a
a
girl.
pro.
Oh,
You know
he's
what I mean?
a pro.
Very
go-go.
extroverted. You know
He
what
was
I
a
mean?
go-go pro.
Very much the go-getter when it comes to women, right? I'm like, damn, it's so cool. You always like go grinding when I want to grind and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like 18, 19.
Right.
And eventually I did it. It's that easy.
You're on a whole nother vibe.
I was on a
whole nother vibe. What? You said it's legitimate.
It's legitimate.
Little
So
18-year-old
funny.
Mello said,
Wow,
"Whoa!" That was his first experience with being on a whole nother vibe, y'all. And it took him this long to write about it in the song. But we're here.
We are here to experience.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You know, I think about that sometimes as a woman. I'm like, man, y'all got it tough. Like, it's got to be tough for a guy to just like you got to come up to girls you don't know.
Yeah.
That's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, for sure.
I could not imagine. Although I be shooting my shot at some men sometimes.
Yeah, I've never been a shot
More
shooter.
just for fun. I don't
that was-
like if I really had to do it all the time in order for like the door. I had to open the door every time. That would be crazy. Oh, we gotta go 900.
Oh yeah, let's see. Where,
600 north to Harrisburg, 8381.
yeah, nah, that was
That's
not
so
my
funny.
vibe. But when it happened and worked out for me, I was okay.
Wow.
But yeah, it's definitely like terrifying, I guess.
Yeah, I would be terrified. I mean, like,
Especially as a youngin', I didn't
Right.
want rejection at all.
No, nobody does.
That would have been
She said no.
traumatized.
Man, and girls can be mean.
Mm.
Girls can be mean sometimes. That I see some women that are just like, they just be talking.
It's
mess
also,
to somebody,
I
and
think,
it's like
not
he's just
in
trying to see. You know what I mean?
yeah, and I also think it's not in a woman's nature to like be like that too.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like for a guy to have to do that is like it's supposed to. When I learned even later on in life that that's more like a masculine trait, and it's
Yeah.
like okay, now I'm learning all of these terms. And
Right,
shit.
right.
Like, oh, okay, so I wasn't a fucking man.
You were,
That's all that
you were a
was.
boy
Ain't nobody
becoming
teach
a
me how to
man.
be a man.
Dang,
Dad, what the
man.
dad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, but as a kid, I would see my dad holler at girls, and I would always be like, damn, that nigga bold. It
The
was
bold
just
is
crazy,
crazy,
but like he
though.
never told me or showed me, and I just used to watch from afar.
Man,
I'm
some
just
men
always
are
so
very
quiet,
bold.
laid back. You know,
Yeah.
I don't never was a shot shooter. Let's be very clear.
Yeah.
You know, so that was like a
Man, level up. Yeah,
Level
that's
up.
interesting. I've had a lot of men come on to me in a very bold way, and I think that's where a lot of women do get like that weird kind of defensive, like
And that's-
talk back to
yeah.
and like talk shit, talk down to a man that
Why you gotta
approaches her.
understand it.
Because it's like women usually like actually get catcalled on the streets like all the
Yeah.
time, or like I remember I used to walk through the club and guys would like grab my shirt and try to pull me to them. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, don't touch me. Like, I don't even know you. Like, you know what I mean? Just bold. Just, or not leave you alone. Yeah. But I love that the directions are coming up for
yeah.
us.
It's popping. You gotta stop it.
Right. That was a bar. It's popping.
Right.
You gotta stop
I
it.
was thinking that for sure.
But yeah, it's so interesting. But yeah, I want to clear that. I always like to talk about like masculine and feminine dynamics and like, especially in dating scene and stuff. It's like, I was always very nice. Unless somebody's really coming at me in a disrespectful way, then I'm gonna pop off a little bit. But sometimes I'm too nice. Then they be getting away with a lot. They just be thinking it's okay to keep talking to me. I'm like, oh, I said no.
It's like I don't really understand guys that don't get the hint.
I know.
You don't. I don't even know if I ever got a hint. Like it's like you don't even gotta give me a hint. because
Right.
I'm like way more on the other side of like not wanting you to feel uncomfortable. Like,
Right. And I think
You know what I
that's
mean?
something
And
that
I
men
get-
should
I
be
feel
more
like
in
that
touch
was-
with.
yeah.
Is being able
And I
to be
can't say
considerate
my mom
enough.
really probably implemented this whole like level of respect for women. And yeah, I don't really play that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it's like see guys not have that. It's like wow.
So
It's kind of crazy. Where's your mom at?
Right. Maybe that's it.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the
Not that-
mother
I don't know.
for them.
That's-
Because there are a lot of
Thanks.
a lot of them and they don't consider like how the woman feels. Like
Yeah.
one time I was at Halloween in LA, in downtown LA, and it's dark. It's like midnight, and I'm with my two girlfriends, and this guy comes running at me. I'm like, sir,
Right.
do not run up to a woman in the middle of the night
Yeah.
from behind trying to holler. Like, do you realize what you're doing? Like, you're just creating a whole
It's like, look at
weird
that big
energy.
fairy right there.
Big fairy. He just ran. I think I was dressed like a fairy though. I think I was a butterfly that year or something. Oh no, it was a bumblebee.
Mm.
I'm always these winged creatures.
Yeah, creatures. And
Winged
bees
creatures
been
is
coming
my
up to
thing.
me, or at least in like the last couple of lives, and people told me, hey, you know,
I love
bees.
bees.
If bees come up to you, that means
Means a
something
lot.
bad. So-
Yeah, telepathy. They're very telepathic. Anytime anybody's afraid of a bee around me, I'm like, don't worry, I'll talk to it. And I literally send it a message and it goes away. Or it comes and hangs out with me, which I'm fine with. I've had a bee kiss me on the third eye before. Just land, fly away, hang out on my finger.
So you don't have to worry about them stinging.
No, I've never been afraid of a bee sting.
I got stung in my head one time as a kid.
Wow,
And so I'm like,
that's wild.
sometimes I let them land
How
on
did
me.
that happen?
I don't know. It's fucking, and I think I
Just
got stung
landed in
twice. Like in my childhood. I
Yeah.
haven't been stung, since I was a kid, but I think that always still makes me think like, yo, they can at any time fucking pull it
Yeah,
out.
that would be a little. But
Like-
my thing is that they die when they do that. So
Right.
most of the time they don't want to do that. Like they know that they're gonna die if they do that. So,
maybe
that's the
I
last result.
reacted or something.
You must have tried to
Yeah,
swat it, or maybe you hit it and it felt threatened, or maybe it just stung you. I don't know.
Maybe it got don't know, trapped in there. Just wanted to like buzz its way out. Probably had like a little bush or something.
Maybe. Little bushes.
I don't remember. I just remember I got stuck in the fucking head, and I was like, ow! That shit was just
That
stinging for a little
sounds
bit.
horrible.
And so now whenever they land on me, I'm just like, okay, deep breath.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, if
It's
that ever
cool.
happens, I got you.
I give them a little, it's cool. Okay, when you gonna leave?
Yeah.
Alright, it's been long enough. You know what I mean?
Time to go now. But
Yeah.
see, you're already practicing telepathy with them. You didn't even realize. Because you're talking to them. Most people don't. They just start swatting. That's when the problems happen. Well, I'm excited. We're almost to Peachka's house, so we're in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, y'all. About to do this Friendsgiving live.
Turn up.
And I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but if I post this before 12/21, we got the winter solstice celebration,
Oh yeah.
and that's gonna be a whole nother vibe.
Oh,
So y'all come out, hang out with the Affirmation Avengers in real time, in person,
Superheroes.
and yeah, Trap Alchemist, whole nother vibe with Mello Will. We lit.
Let her cook.
Peace, y'all.